Before we get on with the next episode in our Vampire Soiree series, why don't we just take a moment to recollect the last thing our dreamy vampire had to say in the last episode?
Aw, come on, Cupcake. This place is dead. What trouble could I possibly get myself into?
Oh, yeah. That. Well then, on with the story.
All right, so, in my defense, there's no actual way I could have seen this coming. You okay? You went through that display case pretty hard. Oh yeah, that's blood. Come here, Cupcake. Let me take a look. What? My intentions are totally pure. I just want to make sure you're okay. And if you happen to offer me a lick or two for my assistance, who am I to say no? Hey, I still haven't eaten. And it's not like I'm the one who threw you across the room, so you wouldn't be rewarding bad behavior or anything. Just making the best of a bad situation. I'm being very helpful. Here, see if you can follow my finger. Don't give me that look. You bonked that head of yours real bad, and if you've got a concussion, I'm not letting you drive us any further. Finger. Follow it. Well, that doesn't look good. Oh, no, it doesn't look good for me. You seem to be perfectly fine, which means I can cross concussed Cupcake off my list of escape plans. If you were far enough out of it, I might have been able to steal my stuff back. Yeah. And still ornery, too. Nothing keeps you down long, does it? Not like this guy. Gotta say, not the first time I've seen another vamp go to ash, but it never gets any less unsettling. Or any less gross. Oh, we're probably breathing him in right now. At a guess, you probably ate whoever actually worked here. And by guess, I mean, well, I was waiting for you outside like a good vampire, definitely not checking around to see if anyone was out back on a smoke break, because smokers taste disgusting, and I'm totally not that desperate yet. Anyway, I was stretching my legs and came around the back and realized it smelled even more like death than a convenience store dumpster usually does. Which is when I noticed an arm sticking out from under the lid. Yeah, Cinderella here clearly wasn't very good at cleaning up after himself. No, I know I know Cinderella was good at cleaning. I just called him that because he's a pile of ash now. Cinder-Ella. Right? That's where the name originally came from. She used to sleep in the fireplace because her family sucked. I waste my best material on you. Anyway, as soon as I saw the mass dumpster grave, I figured whoever was supposed to be working night shift was probably at the bottom of it. Which meant the princess here was probably in the middle of trying to eat you, and I should intervene. You know the rest from there. Honestly, it's not a terrible racket. Close up during the day, eat anyone who comes to investigate, and given the lack of cars lying around, I'm guessing there's a local chop shop that hasn't exactly been hurting for new material. This place is out of the way enough that the disappearing travelers didn't set off any hunter alarm bells, and... No. No, I see that face, whatever you're thinking. No. The chop shop was just a theory, okay? We're not going to go poking around and looking for a gang of vampire mechanics. Because I don't want to. Hunter, I do not want to be here, and I do not want to take part in your freaking heroics. I helped you with Cinderella because there's no one draining you except from me. It was completely selfish. But don't think you can leverage that every time you want to run headlong into danger. Come on, can't you just, I don't know, report this to someone? Call in the troops, have someone else clean up this mess. Which, I mean, literally and figuratively at this point. There's broken glass and ash everywhere, and I can't even begin to imagine how bad emptying that dumpster is going to be. Ugh. Can you stop being noble for 5 minutes? We're on the run here, in case you forgot. We've got to hit the road and find a motel for the day. We don't have time for... That is one nasty scrape. Fine. We can head downtown and see if there's any nefarious activity, but I'm not agreeing to more than that for a couple of mouthfuls of blood. Give me your hand. Damn. Ran half the length of your arm. You're lucky that glass didn't snag anything vital, or we'd be having a very different conversation right now. That's so good. Just so much better than bags. God, do you know how hard it is not to tear into your wrist right now? That was such a tease. Just barely wetting the edge of my appetite. I'm just saying that you should appreciate my restraint here. And that this thing's shallow. It's already stopped bleeding. Okay. One thing convenience stores are good for. Crappy maps of the area. You figure out where we're headed while I break into the back. With Cinderella's crappy cleanup, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't bother turning off the security cameras. Well, yeah, they don't work on us, but you know what they do work on? License plate numbers. Like yours. Outside. Where I'm not hanging around to provide interference anymore. So, unless you feel like an awkward chat with the local donut munchers, I'm checking the tapes. And the lock's already broken. Of course it is. Did Princess even bother lifting the keys off the clerk, or was that concept too advanced for him? Oh, hell. There's another body back here. Fresh one, too. Well, screw you, Hunter. Like I'd stoop that low. I doubt there's anything left in the veins anyway. Okay, let's see. This setup is almost as old as I am. Looks like it's not being backed up anywhere. That's good. That means we just need to screw up the hardware beyond hope, and we're scot-free. Hey, do you need a VCR? Well, I'm just going to break it if you don't want it. And I think some mild looting is the least of this place's problems. Suit yourself. All right, how's that strategy coming? You think we could get the garage to fix the radio while we're there? I mean, sure. It might be full of vampires who have no aversion whatsoever to snacking on out-of-towners, but you could always let me do the talking. Whatever else these theoretical guys are, if the theory holds, they've got a bunch of car parts on hand. Might as well take advantage of that before you try to stab them all. And hey, bright side, if you murder your mechanic, you don't have to pay them. Only a little experience in that department. Tiny amount. Seriously, I don't understand vampires that'll eat the people working for them. If I hire a guy to reshingle my roof, I don't want to have to track down another one when I decide to do something about my siding. I say if you find a professional who meets your standards, you should keep him around. Oh, I'm going to miss my hairdresser. Do you know how hard it is to find one that'll work without mirrors around and not ask too many inconvenient questions? At night? I'm not looking forward to running that gauntlet again wherever I settle. Oh, hang on. I gotta grab a straw before we go. You should take whatever snacks you want, too. Like I said, looting is the least of this place's problems. I'd steer clear of the hot dogs, though. I think those things have been spinning on the rack since the first body dropped, and from the smell of things, that was a while ago. Oh, I'm making you lose your appetite. I still have to power through one of those plastic bags after this, Cupcake. You're getting no sympathy from this corner. I'm swiping some medical supplies, too. You might have stopped bleeding already, but if you're planning another fight, I don't think that's going to last. Might as well restock the first aid kit. Hey, what's your favorite kind of candy? You still haven't eaten. You really want to fight a bunch more vampires on an empty stomach? Yeah, that's what I thought. I really wish this stuff was healthier, but it's free, so screw it, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you live on takeout, fast food, and the occasional baked good from yours truly. Is it really the craziest thing that I want to see what you taste like if you actually took care of yourself? I bet you would be decadent. Yeah, I'm coming. Can't believe you don't want to clean this place out. It's all just going to go to waste after the crime scene tape comes down. Oh, almost forgot. Gum. Road trip staple. Who said it was for you? I'm hoping having something to chew on will distract me from wanting to chew on you. And suddenly you're on board with the looting. You're lucky you're cute.